Race fans, the Federated Auto Parts Dirt Car Nationals is bigger than ever. From January 29th through February 14th at Volusia Speedway Park. See the world of Outlaws sprint cars and late models, plus American Sprint Car Series, USAC National Sprint Cars, the Super Dirt Car Series, and the DIRTcar UMP Modifieds. Ticket packages, camping, and more at DIRTcarNationals.com. Next winter, head south.
It's all new and it's the greatest store on dirt. All the world of Outlaws and dirt car racing apparel and licensed merchandise under one roof. Visit online today for everything from shirts to hoodies, hats to collectibles. The greatest store on dirt.com.
Is available now. It's showtime! 5 laps to go at Attica Raceway Park. Bobby Pierce leads the opening lap in 32. Into turn number 3. You wanted the best. You got him. Ladies and gentlemen, here come the late model. Here's Sheldon to the inside. Slide job.
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of Outlaws.
Let's rock and roll with the world of Outlaws.
Coming to Henry County Motorsports Park, presented by the Henry County Tourist Development Council.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars, like this one and this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
March 1st and 2nd, World of Outlaws Bike Week Jamboree at Volusia Speedway Park. Get your tickets today at worldofoutlaws.com or call 844-DIRT-TICKS. Be there.
Floyd trying to pull up to even with him, but can't do it that time. There's a fine line to getting that momentum on exit of the corner, and Floyd just not.
Night number 2 of the Digital Dash 2.0 is upon us. After one successful night we had last night with one crew guy for the Super Dirt Car Series finding his way to victory lane, we have a lot of top talent from New York all the way out to the iRacing ranks set with us here for night 2 of the Digital Dash 2.0 with a big block of modifieds at the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So glad you could join us here on DIRTcar Racing's YouTube page. Marty Sakala alongside Zach Chapman and Shaggy. We had one great race last night, a lot of clean racing. We had a long run as well. A lot of good talent and a lot of great racing no matter what.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, that talent, we ran out of room to take them all to the features. So tomorrow night, you're going to see a lot of that talent in the B maiden. And sadly, Marty, may happen again tonight. But you mentioned Goff Manis. What a dominating win that was. I mean, he got the win, or I mean, the lead kind of taken away from him with that caution flag late, but still able to extend it again. And you know, hopefully tonight, you know, we don't have a Goff Manis stinking it up as much in the lead, but all in all, Ryan did his part last night.
We'll see what happens. If you want to see how Ryan got it done, here are some highlights for you. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now, off for turn 4, night 1 prelim feature? It's time to get it on. My, oh my, 4 wide off for turn number 2, and that's now wide enough for Charlotte from time to time. 3 wide here now for the 4th position. Lapwood to lie, give it to Guffmanis in the number 2. It's Talbot and Eiler battling for the bottom step of the podium here. Carr and Henshaw going for the 5th spot. Ooh, hang on there. One car sideways, it's Brewer in the 39. One other car gets damaged, that being Carter in the 15. But other than that, Brewer, the only driver around. Yellow lights are on here on lap 6. Amongst the front 5, they're using the first move. Connor Dudek looking on Anthony Perego. The 7th spot up for grabs. Perego started back in 11th, right in the 7th spot, trying to make it into the top 10. Well, I should say trying to make it into the feature on Thursday night.
So let's take a look up front, Marty. Battle for the lead.
Guffmanis' first challenger of the night. It's Talon Willis after Willis set the quickest lap last time by at a 16:26. Talbot trying to make it a triple threat match here for the race lead.
That's exactly what Talbot needs. We can tell he's got a quick race car. Those two start mixing it up with each other. Look, there he goes on the outside. Oh!
Slight contact. Talbot scrapes the wall. No harm, no foul. We stay green.
Linfield's got to try to get close enough to pick up the scraps here this time on the undercut. Can he follow? He's going to think about it. Nope, stays to the outside.
Meanwhile, in front of them, Perego and Brunger's racing really well for 7th. It could be 3 wide here off at turn number 2. Lanfear trying to show the nose on Dudek. Both of them go up the hill. Alti continuing to rip the lip, but he's able to clear on Dudek and Lanfear for 9th. White flag flies, final lap underway for the driver of the Thrill Factory, Winners Performance, JLR Technologies, number 2, making his way down the back into turn number 3. A performance that the Jinja Ninja will be proud of as his crew guy Ryan Guffmanis is taking it to victory lane. He wins the Night 1 Prelim for the Digital Dash 2.0. Definitely a fun night last night, and so we're getting set to go here, qualifying 15 seconds out from it. James Richard, the quickest out of practice at a 15:069. A look at the race format for tonight, brought to you by Whiplash Simcams. Gonna have qualifying 3 minutes, set for 2 laps each. We'll then go into 4 heat races, 8 laps each. Top 4 will transfer in. Then we'll have 3 B mains, set for 10 laps. The top 3, I should say, transfer into the feature tonight. Feature will be 30 laps with 25 cars in it. Top 10 from the feature, from the A main will be in the feature Thursday night, competing in the $1,800 purse. That's $500 to win. 11 through 20 will be forced into the B main. So here we go, a couple minutes of qualifying on the lap. 2 laps are set to get going here. You'll see some of your favorite drivers popping up at the bottom of your screen. You'll see the color codes as well if you didn't join us last night. The purple means they're working on a pole lap. Green means they're working on their best lap. And orange means they're working on a slower lap. You'll see it's detected by 2 halves of the speedway. That is how iRacing detects things here. So first driver on track, it's Ty Dickinson in the Horizon Sim Sports number 67. Dickinson, a well-known modified iRacer here.
Yeah, and I guarantee you Mama Bear's sitting downstairs rooting on Ty from the basement there.
You can see the bear as well. Dickinson has on the top, had the bar set 16:23. Chad Lackey, the Canadian, at the top of the charts at a 15:938. Matthew Schultz answers it back with a 15:898 in the 240. And Schultz will call their lap. One more time here for Lackey across the start-finish line. Just a bit slower, off by a tenth, stays second quick. Miles Morse at the 73, third on the charts. He's also at a 15:94, 15:941. Matt Barber, fourth. Jason Smith rounds out the top 5. In the Misfit Creations, number 8. Nick Cooper goes to 5th. Dalton DeWert, one of the other DeWerts here in the field here this evening, to 3rd. Bunch of full throttle motorsports drivers to keep an eye on. DeWert, one of them. Same with Trevor Giroux, 7th quick. We start to see some of the real-life drivers make their way on in here. Nick Cooper, 5th quickest. Cody Higbee, modified driver out in the southern tier, 7th quick at a 15:99. Should mention as well, prelim night number 2, brought to you by our friends at Hig Fab Chassis. Appreciate them, and Cody Higbee for the full support. Trevor Giroux done with his lap in 7th. Here's Caden Roy in the 011, just wrapped up his lap time in the 22nd spot. 1 more minute here left in qualifying. Tyler Schell goes down to 13th at a 16:03. Sam Bachman, Sam Hubbard, another Sam to the top of the charts. Dylan Yeager, meanwhile, quick time for him. And the Majula C Speed Shop ride, 15:71. Caleb Durgan behind him second, 15,783. Top 2 drivers on the charts do have a pro safety rating. They will be threats to watch out for closely tonight. Curtis Griffin goes down to 4th quick in the 304 at a 1586. Felix Waugh, Super Dirt Car Series driver. They call him Hollywood. In the 91, 12th quickest, 15,975 for Felix. Working up there on the top. A phenomenal Super Dirt week he had as well back in October. Had a good chance to talk with him after, I believe it was the 358 race. Second lap time, just a bit better for him. James Richard, 10th quickest, as that'll put qualifying to an end. So Dylan Yeager, one of the drivers of the iRacing Pro Series, 5th in series points, has the quickest time at a 15,707. And so that is how qualifying comes to a close. Set to go here for heat race number 1. Meet the field and give you your starting lineup. Yeager, as I mentioned, on pole position. He's in car number 48 to the outside. It's Matthew Schultz in the 240. Row 2, Nick Cooper, a sportsman driver from Land of Legends Raceway. He's in the number 350 to the outside. It's Hollywood, Felix Waugh in the 91. Mr. Excitement, Matt Barber in car number 16. Also a real-life driver, the DIRTcar Sportsman ranks and Vintage Modified ranks. He starts 5th with Tyler Shell, iRacing Series driver to the outside, starting 6th. Row 4, it's Kenneth Coe in the 22, and to the outside, Anthony Roselli in the 007. Rounding out your top 10, it's Matt Taylor in the 15. And the series director of DIRTcar Northeast, Dean Reynolds in the 79. The final row this evening, Harold Klump in car number 35, and Bodie Marks in the 33. I guess you could say at least here, Zach, we've got a stacked Heat 1.
Yeah, and, that's bad news for that Super DIRTcar Series director you were mentioning. I mean, heat race number 1, you don't really know where to go. You haven't had eyes on the rest of the field. He's going to have to pull something out to make this work. Marty, you know as well as I do, you don't need the top 4 here to get to the feature. But, man, if you're not finishing 6th, 7th, you've got your work cut out for you. He's got a lot of guys to pass.
Dino's actually one of the drivers we have that's going to be carrying an onboard shot for us throughout the weekend. No sign of any other surroundings just yet, but you see he is focused and set to go. Heat 1, always the most important heat in iRacing when it comes to dirt racing. Winner starts on pole for our 30-lap feature this evening. Yeager and Schultz bring us to green. Here we go. Night 2 underway.
Yeager dropped a bomb right there on those boys, Marty. What a restart out to a 2-3 car length gap. Battling for second.
He checked out of the hotel like it was nobody's business. Cooper underneath. Waugh trying to thread the needle as well. They were 3 wide for 3rd there for just a moment. Lap 1 led by Yeager, but it is a hornet's nest behind him. For 2nd on back, 3 wide once again. Waugh trying to thread the middle in the Garage Group 91. He makes his way up to P3. Schultz drops down to 4th. The final transfer spot, but here comes Barber. Nearly 4 wide across the line, Zach.
Yeah, and you know why? I know he's got experience, but I don't know how much experience he's got 4 wide. You got to watch out, and I think he widesed up, cracked the throttle, fell back. But, Marty, they're 3-4 wide behind.
How about this as well? You've got Coe stuck in the middle, Shaw on the outside, nearly 4 wide there. Barber almost became a factor in the middle. Coming to the halfway point. 4 up and 4 down, and it's Dylan Yeager with the advantage, up by 0.6 of a second on Nick Cooper, Felix Waugh, and Matthew Schultz. But my goodness, they're all going up top, in the middle, and downstairs.
Yeah, you got to go where they're not, and right now everybody's everywhere, so I don't know what you're going to do. I see Shell in the outside wall one more time. Oh, he's going to lose that one to the line. Contact, and he's going to go up there again.
That's Kenneth Coe that was in the middle there. You're riding on board there with Dean Reynolds for just a moment. This is all for 8th on back, trying to get some better spots in their respective consi.
Battle for second, Marty.
Yes, you
Look
see
at
it right
Waugh
there.
with the slider.
Hollywood trying the slider on Nick Cooper as they drag race into 3 and 4. Waugh goes up the hill. Cooper will let him have the cushion. White flag flies. Final lap in heat race number 1. It's been all Dylan Yeager for the drop of Barney's green flag. Cooper trying to fight it off in turn number 2. If Waugh sends it, he should be good with second. That's the case. Turn 4, checkers wave. Yeager takes the way, the battle for 4th, and it was just about a photo finish. Barber edges out Schultz at the line.
And I'll tell you what a race for that final transfer. And Matt Barber, he maybe owes Schultz a cold one. He could have parked it on him. That is nice driving by Schultz, but he'll be able to start P1 in the B main. Big picture.
Absolutely. Results from heat race number 1. Yeager taking the win by 1 second. Waugh edging out Cooper there at the line, making that last lap pass by about 0.6 of a second or so, to say the least. And Barber again gets the final transfer spot. Again, top 4 are in the feature. Heat race number 2, Zach.
Starting on the pole, the 17 of Caleb Durgan, to the outside, the 66 of Chad Lackey. Row 2 to the inside, the 03 of James Richard. To the outside, the 07 of Sam Bachman. Row 3 to the inside, the 8 of Jason Smith. To the top shelf, the 41 of Tyler Knopf. Row 4 to the bottom, the 127 of Michael Swank. To the outside, the 51 of Clay Christopherson. Row 5 to the inside, the 118 of Gavin Isley. There we go. Now I see it. Gavin Isley in the 118. To the top shelf, the 003 of Christian Taylor. In row 6, rounding out heat race number 2, Tyler Moore in the 24 to the inside, and to the top shelf, the double nickel of Chase Hunter.
Drivers to watch out for closely here, Zach. Who are you keeping your eye on here in heat 2?
I mean, I hate to, once again, Marty, pick the low-hanging fruit like I did last night, but Caleb Durgan. I mean, you mentioned that World Championship license, and they don't give those out. So good luck. You do not want to let this guy get a good start and get away from you.
Right on board here with Sam Bachman, starting 4th here in the feature. Winner starts at the outside of the front row. Heat 2 is underway.
James heard me. Look at that jump. Already battling for the lead. He's not going to get it, but he's putting the pressure on Durgan.
Richard trying to send it deep there on Caleb Durgan. Oh boy, had to get on the binders there to avoid making contact with the 17. Durgan leads lap number 1. Jan Lackey in 3rd, Sam Bachman in 4th. Richard again trying downstairs. Races off for the final transfer spot. Jason Smith trying to get a run into turn number 3. Bachman clears trouble. Tyler Moore has crashed. And the 24 is towed into the pits. No caution flag. We stay green as the mostly single file on back. Richard peeking once more for the race lead here. But Lackey and Bachman all on the tail of the number 03.
Yeah, and that's something, Marty, in another league we're all too familiar with. Lackey and Bachman, they battle all the time. And this is not going to slow down here, I don't think, Richard. Right now, been throwing that slide job, you see, but he gets all loose coming off the corner, creates a traffic jam, and those guys are going to get racy behind.
And Lackey trying to get an opportunity to pounce on that. Played it safe than sorry for right now. Halfway home here in heat race number 2. Durgan, Richard, Lackey, Bachman. That is the top 4 cars at the moment. Here comes Smith with a small diamond off for turn number 2. Going to pull even though with the 07 that last time by. You see as well Michael Swank trying to get a run as well on the 8 car. Jason Smith, no harm, no foul. 3 laps to go here in the second heat. But my goodness, look at the... Go ahead.
That's what I was going to say. Tyler Knopf got a side-by-side battle in front of him. Bachman gets run up the hill. But boy, oh boy, Marty, he used some rope. He climbed way high up against the outside wall. Bachman holds on for the time being.
And Smith trying to hang on for that final transfer spot. Knopf downstairs for the lead. Slide job for just a moment allows the 8 to have the lane. Final lap underway in heat race number 2. Again, that's the race for 5th. Bachman currently with the final transfer spot, that 007 in 4th. Richard and Lackey duke at it for 2nd. Off in turn 4, though, it's all Caleb Durgan. He's your winner in heat 2. Richard in 2nd, Lackey 3rd, and Bachman in 4th, beating out Smith by just a couple times.
I mean, Marty, you highlighted it there, a car towed, but how awesome is that in a money race, the way we've seen these guys treat heat races? Not park on the racetrack for cautions. You got to love it. They are putting on a show.
Durgan the winner here in heat race number 2 by 1.1 seconds. Again, top 4 transfer. Bachman beating Smith by about 0.3 or so. Everyone behind them will go down to last chance showdowns. Heat race number 3 on the track and ready to roll. Sam Hubbard on pole position. And car number 28 with the outside, Dalton DeWert in car number 82. Row 2, pair of FTM teammates. You've got Trevor Giroux in the 4 on the outside of Scott Rayom. Slide job Scotty starting for P3 here this evening. Aaron Rikoski and the Rikoski Racing Family Racing number 333. To the outside, it's Jeff Sharp in car number 58. Row 4, Willie Cuddy in car number 23 with Eric Nordoff to the outside in the 6. Rounding out your top 10, Ty Dickinson in the number 67. Caden Roy in the 011. Andy Bukowski all alone shotgun starting from 11 in car number 22. My friend Fran is actually checking in here this evening. His nephew actually is Eric running with us here tonight. So go ahead, Zach.
Marty, what's Hubbard got in the cupboard here? Because he's got 3 FTM teammates behind him. I mean, my, oh my, he is going to have to pull everything out here. And realistically, those 3 behind him, I mean, how important is it for them, Marty, to work together, lock themselves into this feature?
Trevor Giroux, one of the drivers, carrying an onboard with us here this evening, as is Willie Cuddy. Getting set to go. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 underway. 3 wide for that final transfer spot. Giroux up top. Cuddy looked underneath. Rikoski all the way next to the Uke tires. Side by side for the race lead, though. Rayom or Hubbard leading lap number 1. Give it to Hubbard by about an inch. And they're 4 wide into turn 1.
Yes, they are for P3. And Scotty didn't need to live up to the nickname there, Marty. Canceled the slide job, kept it on the bottom. He's going to be your new leader off of 4.
He's got the low side bite working for the driver up for the number 4 machine. But all eyes are on the battle for that final transfer spot. Cuddy hanging on for right now, battling with DeWert for 3rd. Giroux just trying to follow the tracks of his FTM teammate in the number 82 ride. Giroux currently stuck in 5th.
Yeah, and like I say, nobody wants to be that guy, but we saw it demonstrated in the 1 heat race. If you
hang on there.
Now he's on the outside, 3 wide. Here we go. Dalton going to leave him room.
Yeah, Hubbard caught the wall going down the back chute. And he just about paid the price. We're nearly 4 wide once again. And DeWert and the 28 of Hubbard nearly banged Nerf bars. And here goes the FTM teammates once again. They were side by side for 4th there for just a moment. 3 laps to go in Heat 3, Zach.
Scott Rayom is 3 laps away from winning a DIRTcar Series heat race. No way you told me this morning. I believe it. We'll see if he can hold on. Sammy's not done yet.
Scott Rayom, tire guy for Frank Guerri, who races Sportsman's at Land of Legends Raceway. And look at this. 7 cars, you could say, have a chance to win this heat race. And remember, 4 spots are on the line here in tonight's feature. Great drive on corner exit from DeWert. He's got 2nd with 1 lap to go. This is about to be a dandy of a finish here off of turn 2.
You read my mind, Marty. I think Dalton may be in the catbird seat here. Final time through 3 and 4. Scotty leaves him room. It's going to be close at the line, Marty.
Oh, DeWert steals it from Scott Rayom by 700ths. Final transfer spot goes to Sam Hubbard.
Oh, what a battle between the teammates. You know that Discord's a fun place to be right now, Marty.
I hate to be the one that pulls up the user interface, but you got to see this replay. How close it was to the line with that last lap pass. Heat race number 4. I got to catch my breath for that one, Zach. Let's meet the field and get you the lineup.
Amen. Row 4, heat race number 4, final heat of the night. Row 1 to the inside, starting on the pole, the 304 of Curtis Griffin. To the outside, the 73 of Miles Morse. Row 2 to the inside, the 97 of Cody Higbee. To the top shelf, the 18 of Easton Hunter. Row 3 to the inside, the 200 of Elliot Gamache. To the outside, the 32 of Damian Ward. Row 4 to the inside, the 57 of Tyler Yurden. To the outside, the 00 of Mario Dinatale. Row 5 to the inside, the 357 of Brian. Lawson to the outside, the 511 of Clinton Hunter. And rounding out the field, row 6 all by himself, the 313 of Cam and Zin.
Should be a good heat race, and again with Cody Higby starting third here tonight. A reminder, tonight's prelim brought to you by Hig Fab Chassis. Proud chassis of some of the DIRTcar drivers down in the southern tier. I know Higby's a regular out at Thunder Mountain in Center Lisle. They put on some good modified shows down there as well as sprint car shows too. So, alrighty. Top 4 transfer in out of this heat race. Griffin and Morse, your front row. We'll see what happens here. Heat race number 4 underway at the dirt track at Charlotte.
Cody Higby took notes on that last heat race, Marty. Look at him working the inside. No longer a failure down there. It's got some grip.
Yeah, he's trying to use the line that Scott Rayon ran for the race lead. And the line it was Griffin, but rubbing nerve bars going to turn number 1. You saw Watson there and Miles Morris battling for the final spot. But all eyes are in this battle for the race lead. Higby downstairs, Griffin up on the top shelf, ripping the lip. Griffin, though, still with a sleight of hand for now. Here comes Gamache closing in. Quickest car on track in a 16:22.
Yeah, the problem is when he gets there, Marty, where's he going to go? This guy's using up a lot of racing surface here, but he is coming in a hurry.
3 laps complete. Griffin edging out Higby by a couple hundredths. May have to take a slide job if Higby wants to get clear of the race lead. He's getting it to work, but he doesn't have to take too much of a risk with a slide job right now in this one. Now where does Gamache go? He decides to follow where Curtis Griffin is going as he's been the one leading the laps off of turn number 4.
Yeah, and I think, Dalton showed us that stealing that last heat race. You want the outside coming off of 4 unless that guy is going to send it in underneath.
Thought for a moment Gamache was going to thread the needle. Meanwhile, behind them, the race for 4th, Tyler Yurden and Damian Ward battling for position there. Real quick, a ride on board here with Ward and with the other drivers with the driver camp here this evening. Back up front for the race lead. Higby has lost some time. Gamache getting the outside to work here for second. Give credit to that number 200/4 car here. Zach started all the way back in 5th, running second with 1 lap to go.
Yeah, I mean, the math's adding up. 4 divided by 2 times 100. It's all there. It's on the side of the car. He's only got 1 more trip around. Does he throw a big move here? It looks like he's taking a peek, Marty.
Here goes Gamache. I don't think it's going to work, though. Checkered flag waves. Griffin clears and hangs on to win Heat 4. Gamache in second. Higby third. Yurden in 4th. They all transfer in. Damian Ward, the first one out.
All right, so we got 3 of these B mains again, I guess, Marty.
Yep, and
3 from each here.
And we're taking the top 3 into tonight's 30-lap feature. Here's the lineup here for B main number 1. Matthew Schultz on pole position here in the 240 to the outside. It's Damian Ward in the 32. Trevor Giroux starting third in car number 75 with Michael Swink to the outside in the 127. The third row has Tyler Shell in car number 85. Brian Lawson next to him with a 357. Kid Roy starting 7th in the 011 next to Christian Taylor in the 003. And rounding out the grid, Bodie Marks in the 33 and Miles Morris in the 73. There are a lot of fast drivers here as we get set for the green here for B main number 1. Let's see if the onboard is working here with Giroux this time. Nope, we're still having some technical issues on that.
They had a better camera on the moon mission than Trevor's got going right now.
Again, glad you all could join us here this evening. Let us know who you're all rooting for in the chat. Look at a bunch of our other drivers. I think we got it working now with their onboards. So here we go. Top 3 are in. It's a 10-lap last chance showdown. Schultz and Ward, the front row. Good jump from Schultz. Immediately clears Ward. Went up the hill. Crossover. And look at the burst of speed off in turn 2 from Damian Ward. Trying to clear Drew here for the race lead. 3 wide into turn number 3, nearly 4 wide, as you saw Lawson try to send it deep there on Tyler Shell. But right now it's Schultz with that final transfer spot as Drew nearly clips a Uke tire in turn 1.
Yeah, those 3 better turn the broadcast on right now and line up and try to run away because 5 wide.
Holy moly! I said as well in the night one last night in the feature, 4 wide. Hey, you can't just do 4 wide here at Charlotte. Yes, 5 wide is absolutely possible here. And they just showed it in B main number 1. Giroux with a slider on Matthew Schultz. Don't look now though, Tyler Shell is starting to pull the pressure on the final 2 drivers in.
Yes, he is, and Giroux did a good job there as shielding Schultz. Wouldn't let him throw the slider, and that opened the door for Shell. Welcome to the final transfer spot.
Lawson just got him in sideways. Schultz tries to send it deep. Shell's blinking a little bit, but oh, what a beautiful 1 and 2 from Schultz. He takes away third for right now. Hang on, Shell goes around off the bumper of Lawson. Oh, when he gets yeeted there from behind by Bodie Marks. Caden Roy also involved, yellow flag waves. That's a rough break there, though, for Shell. You don't typically see him in B mains often. There you see as well the limited sportsman track champion Glen Ridge Marks involved there. Caden Roy getting a piece of that. We'll get you another look at what happened here. Our first yellow flag of the night here, coming in the first last chance showdown. Watch Lawson here, just try and set up his entry, and he just got clipped there off of the 57 of Lawson.
Yeah, it's a tough break there for Lawson because, I mean, he's got Swank to his outside. He left plenty of room for Swank. Shell just wanted to enter the bottom, you know, and try to look under Schultz and didn't realize Lawson was there. That's about as race and deal as you can get here. We'll see if the admins agree with me. I haven't seen Lawson go to the back. But I will say, look at
Tyler
Shell. That car does not look healthy.
I was gonna look at Brian Lawson here too. I thought I saw that. Look at yeah. I think that is Shell. You're right. So I don't know how he was scored back in third, but yeah, his ride, he is absolutely crab walking. Look at the left rear suspension, how damaged that is from the impact he took.
So I brought the chat up. That did have to be an admin thrown caution because of the big wreck. They didn't want it to wait. So it may have been the benefit of that. He goes back to that previous lap. He gets it back. But if Tyler hangs on to this, I'm gonna have to reach out to him for sponsorship.
Yeah, that would be big if Shell, the driver, 13th in iRacing points. The man that was second in the Bank City 40 can hang on. He's got 2 laps, I believe, to do it. If not 4, let's see what happens. We're back to green. Got 4 laps to go. Big deep send from Schultz. Schultz just hanging on the middle side. But just look at the left rear suspension. How dented that is, and somehow that car looks like it's going 100%.
Marty, I'm speechless. I meant what I said. I didn't think he stood a snowball's chance and you know where. But boy, oh boy, he's got that thing rolling.
Well, that just shows you the experience Shell has. Almost 7,000 I rating. We're back to yellow here. We got Miles Morse around in the 73. He's towed it into the pits. Let's get another look at what happened here. And I think this may have started. Oh, Morse had already lost the right front. I don't know how. I saw we have something as well prior that maybe we can look at. With Caden Roy.
Caden.
Yeah, let's
That's
watch.
where it starts, Marty. That's exactly where it starts.
Let's watch right here. Ooh! Caught the wall pretty good, and around he went.
And then the 3 car on the inside who was trying to avoid Christian Taylor, he gets a little loose there with the contact, and then the 713 gets him in the rear end and then nails the tire.
Let's watch Morse here. Yep, catches the 3 and a heavy lick into the Tory powder donut.
Oh, that makes me hungry.
So a single file restart here. Should be about 2, if not 3 laps to go. And now again, we're all wondering if Tyler Schell can hang on with that bruised number 85. An angry car. He is trying to limp across the start-finish line. 2 laps to go.
Well, I may sound dumb saying this, Marty, but it almost looks like it's helping him on restarts. That thing's angled down the racetrack, but now
look
see
at
what he can do on the outside.
Schultz looking for 3rd. They bang wheels again. White flag flies. Final lap underway. The last chance showdowns were epic last night. It's going to be epic here tonight. Up the hill goes Schultz. He's got one last chance on Tyler Schell. Schell trying to fend. They make contact along with Trevor Giroux. The 24 goes around. Tyler Schell somehow is going to hang on to a spot and make it into the 30-lap feature. They were all going crazy into 3 and 4. Swank, Marks all making contact. Schultz got sideways off the contact as well. And in the end, Damian Ward, Trevor Giroux, Tyler Schell will be racing tonight. Trying to
I'll be
get
sending
one
you a
step
message,
closer.
Tyler.
Wow, wow, wow. That, folks, was exciting there in the end. There's a look at the results. C-Main time. Zach, give us the lineup.
Jason Smith going to line up on the pole in the 8 machine to the outside, the 007 of Anthony Roselli. Row 2 to the inside, the 00 of Mario Di Natale. To the outside, the 333 of Aaron Rakoski. Row 3 to the inside, the 118 of Gavin. How are we saying this again, Marty? Isley, that's right. I'm gonna nail this down, Gavin. I promise. Gavin in the 118 to the outside, the 79 of Dean Reynolds. Row 4 to the inside, the 511 of Clinton Hunter. To the outside, the 6 of Eric Nordhoff. Row 5, rounding out the C-Main here. Top 3 to the show to the inside, the 55 of Chase Hunter. And to the outside in the 35, Harold Plum. Isley. There we go, Gavin. I had to say it 3 times.
So top 3 again, make it into the show. Keep an eye on the 3rd place driver after lap 1. That being the 00 of Denatale. There's Aaron Rakoski in the 333. Luke ran last night. Hoping to get his car into the show. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Let's show you what it's like to ride with the drivers here when we take the green flag here. We'll ride on board with Aaron Rakoski. 38 miles an hour, and then these cars are going to fly upwards to 100 miles an hour to turn the turns. Green flag is out. 4 wide there for just a moment. Oh, and up in the wall as well went Roselli, and he plummets down the leaderboard for a bunch of spots. At the line here, still 3 wide for second. Lap 1 to stripe, led by Jason Smith. Rakoski tries to counter it back underneath off at turn number 2. There's Jason Smith out in front. Yeah, there you see Dino right there, that number 79. In 4th, big old slide job from Di Natale for second. Rakoski counters it back, they touch. There goes Dino underneath of the 00.
Maybe doesn't go low enough, though. Slips up there in the middle, and now he's going to have to go back up to the outside here, regroup, because he's got Isley coming up behind him here. Gavin now looking to make a move down low. No, he goes back up top.
Goes on board as well with the 79. You're riding in car with them. Oh, behind them, a lot of cars getting sideways out further back. Roselli, Klump, 55 car of Hunter as well. Roselli, my goodness. He's been beaten and banged throughout this race. Oh! Close call, Speedwell. You saw in the background, Rakoski and Di Natale for the second spot. Here comes the run by Reynolds underneath for the final transfer spot. It's up for grabs.
3 wide, here we go!
Isley trying to make a run here. Denatali, top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Defense for that third position. 4 laps to go. This is what it looks like behind Aaron as he's trying to pull away. Reynolds leaning on that 00. This is some good stuff. 3 laps to go in the C main.
Isley now taking a peek here underneath. Dino
3 wide.
Pinch him low. Yeah, Isley not going to get a run here. Good defense by Dino, but he's running out of time here. He's got to get to the show.
2 laps to go.
White flag waves here, Marty. 1 lap to play. Smith out front. He's pretty much locked in. Rakoski as well, but can Denatali here defend? We're going to have a 3 wide here. Final time into 3 and 4.
Isley sends it. Same with Reynolds. However, though, he can't pull even with Denatali. Off in turn 4. Checkers wave. Denatali getting third at the end. Rakoski in second with the quickest lap, but it's Jason Smith with the win. Now we head to the B main. Zach, I'll let you take this starting lineup here as well.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Final B main number 3, starting on the pole, the 23 of Willie Cuddy to the top shelf, the 41 of Tyler Knopf. Row 2 to the inside, the 222 of Kenneth Coe to the top shelf, the 18 of Easton Hunter. Row 3 to the inside, the 67 of Ty Dickinson to the outside, the 51 of Clay Christopherson. Row 4 to the inside, the 1-5 of Matt Taylor to the outside, the 313 of Cam Van Zandt. In row 5, topping off the B main here, top 3 to the show, to the inside, the 22 of Andy Bukowski. On the outside, the 24 of Tyler Moore. What are the odds, Marty? We have numbers 22, 23, and 24 in the same B main. That's, maybe some lottery numbers.
Yeah, I don't mean to spoil the party, but the kids are going to be excited about who's starting in 5th.
Oh, you're right. I need to do better with that. I need to stop saying the 67. You're so right.
So Willie Cuddy, Tyler Knopf, the front row with with Kenneth Coe starting in the 3rd position. Couple of real-life drivers here. This B main 2, Cuddy running 4.6 Fords at Hendry County this year and finished 5th. World of Outlaw late model is going to be there just a couple weeks time. So, alrighty, final prelim action of the night. Here we go, B main green. Oh, contact! Dickinson off the door of the 41 of Knopf. 3 wide. They're continuing to beat and bang here as this is just lap number 1. Side by side for the race lead as Cuddy edges out Coe to lead lap number 1. There's still one of them up here in the center of 1 and 2.
Yeah, those front 2 clearly don't have mirrors turned on.
Hang on, Ty. What a save he just made. Great car control. After a lot of contact off of Hunter, now he leads on Christopherson and almost puts him into the wall.
Yeah, Clay's not going to be happy with that one, and neither should he here. We'll see what happens going into 3. Plays nice for now, but I don't know how long that'll last.
Still watching this race for the lead. Cuddy and Coe. Cuddy on the top side. Coe with the slide job. The 23 car, though, able to counter it back. Take that race lead for now.
Do they think it's a winning in, Marty? They are going at it up front. Boy, oh boy, they're both in the show.
Here comes another look here from Coe. Can't get the slider to work. Cuddy with the advantage for now, but Coe stays even and can send it deep with another big old slider.
And all this is doing is allowing Tyler Knopf to reel it in. It's going to be a 3-way here soon.
Yeah, Tyler's the quickest car on the track, 1640. About half a tenth quicker compared to the top 2. Here goes Coe with another slider, onboard with Cuddy as he tries to counter it back. This is the onboard here with car number 23. Just look at that. He's just completely focused, even with the slide jobs. Slide job cities, and they touch. Once, twice, 3 times, cutting it sideways. Shortcuts through turn number 1. Look out. How did he maintain second? He tried to go Earnhardt style with a pass in the grass. And now look at this wad. Everyone battling for that final transfer spot. More contact off the 8. And to Dickinson. Christopherson up on the wall with 2 to go with a B main. Putt with another slide job. Cutting able to counter it back.
We are running out of sand in the hourglass here, Marty. White flag about to wave. 1 lap left to play here.
Everyone's about to throw things to the heavens on this final lap. Christopherson still with a chance here on Willie Cuddy. We'll watch the battle with this one in the checkered flag. Christopherson sends her deep. He doesn't have enough. Another slider from the 8. And at the line, Cuddy's going to hang on. Kenneth Coe, the winner of Last Chance Showdown number 3. Knopf and Cuddy will join the rest of the field in tonight's 30-lap feature. And so we have got the lineup set. With that, we'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, 30 tours around the dirt track at Charlotte. Stay with us here in DIRTcar eSports, the DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0.
Motorsports isn't complicated. It's made up of races where you go as fast as you can, as best as you can, as sideways as you can, and whatever this is. Our team, Toyota Gazoo Racing. We make some seriously fast cars, like this one and this one, definitely this one. And they all have great drivers, ones that win, like win a lot. Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a big, happy family of speed demons. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Warm-ups have just wrapped up here at the dirt track at Charlotte, set to meet the field of 25 that are ready to take the green. 30 laps around Charlotte, night 2 of DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0. Here's the starting lineup. On the pole, Dylan Yeager in car number 48. To the outside, Caleb Durgan in the 17. Row number 2, Dalton Dewar in the 82 with Curtis Griffin next to him in the 304. Row number 3, it's Felix Waugh, Hollywood in the 91 to the outside, James Richard in the 03, and in the 4th row, Scott Riome in the 4, with Elliot Gamache to his outside in the 200. Rounding out the top 10, it's Nick Cooper in the 35, and Chad Lackey in the 66. Zach?
Jeff Sharp lines up on the inside of row 6 in the 58 to the outside, the 97 of Cody Higbee. Matt Barber lines up to the inside of row 7 in the 16 to the outside, the 07 of Sam Bachman. Row 8 to the inside, the 28 of Sam Hubbard to the outside, the 57 of Tyler Yurden. And row 9 to the inside, the 32 of Damian Ward to the top shelf, the 8 of Jason Smith. The 222 of Kenneth Coe lines up on the inside of row 10. And to the outside, the 75 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux.
Final 5 cars on the grid. Aaron Rakowski starting 21st. Tyler Knopf 22nd. Tyler Schell 23rd. Mario Di Natale in 24th. And And Willie Cuddy rounds out the field starting 25th. Picks to win tonight. Zach, who do you got?
Oh, man, you're going to let me go first again. I'm going to surprise you, though, and maybe going to surprise some people out there. That 82, inside of row 2, Dalton to work. He's going to be the man tonight.
This is a tough field to pick on who's going to win, but I'm going to go with the pole sitter tonight, Dylan Yeager. You want to start from pulling these DIRTcar eSports races, and I think it's going to pay off once again. iRacing Pace Truck is in as we're set to go green. 30 laps around Charlotte for the second time this week. We say, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, night 2 of DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0. It's showtime at Charlotte. Side by side for second, Caleb Durgan and Dalton DeWert. Lap number 1 though at the line. Give it to the 48 of Dylan Yeager. Front 5, they'll all stay single file. Felix Waugh now rounding out the top 5. 3 wide for 6th on back between Richard, Gamache, and Rayon. 2 4s and a 3. Battling for the spot. Chad Lackey also trying to get into the thick of things here.
I mean, it is a sea of metal
Oh, look at
everywhere
this
you
though.
look.
For the race lead, Caleb Durgan, slider on Dylan Yeager. The 48 though going to counter it back. Dalton DeWert gets into the mess here as well. Slide job by the 48. Yeager with the lead for now. Durgan counters it back. Slide job city early, and it's just lap 4, Zach.
Yeah, Dalton playing nice there. You could see him lift out for Yeager. That way he could, or Durgan, excuse me, that way he could throw that bomb back. He knows, just got to hang out, ride. But right now, these front 2, they're having fun. They know they're the show right now.
Remember, top 10 are guaranteed a spot in the feature this evening, 11 through 20. They'll be down in our last chance race tomorrow night. The first race you'll see at 8:15. If you finish outside the top 20, you are done for the rest of the week. Let's go back here and look at this race. Felix Waugh with company from Elliot Gamache. How about this? 5 through 8, all Canadians. Richard, Waugh, Gamache, and Lackey. All trying to chase down the Americans here at the moment. Richard trying to
Felix.
Go ahead.
So somebody's got to sound the horn, Marty, and warn those guys. I don't think they know that. You know, the Americans going to have to work together here.
But here's one thing that I've learned in the World Finals. The Canadians show up, and whenever a Canadian wins, the Canadian national anthem is sang very loudly. They want to see one of their boys end up in victory lane, maybe not just tonight, but also tomorrow night. So a field mostly all single file here for right now at the moment. Let's show you 9th and 10th. Nick Cooper in 9th. Scott Rayon with company from 10th. That's his FTM teammate in Sam Bachman. Now, how do you try and race your teammate when a spot in the feature is up for grabs here, Zach?
Well, you do it really carefully, because the running joke with FTM right now has been that Sam has wrecked Scott a couple times. So that's exactly what he doesn't want to do here, Marty. He wants to break against the grain here, and he's already passed 3 guys. He's the hard charger at the moment. So he knows how to get it done, but it's not going to be that way. You don't want to ride the wall.
Absolutely. Final driver in the top 20. That's currently Tyler Knopf in the 41 with some daylight on Trevor Drew in the 75. Back out to the front of the field. 10 laps complete, 20 to go. Dylan Yeager still the race leader by 0.3 of a second on Caleb Durgan. Dalton DeWert is 4th, 3rd. First side-by-side battle here is the 4th. Here comes Richard, peeking low on Griffin. Slide job by the 3 car through turns number 3 and 4. Who does Felix Waugh follow with? We'll just have to see at the line. Give it to Richard over Griffin.
Commit to the outside. Waugh wasted no time. Look at him jump with that run. Now the question is, can Griffin shut the door? He can't. Waugh's going to go on by. Choo-choo.
So Hollywood makes his move up. He corrects the top 5 for the second time in this race. Gamache and Griffin make a little contact off for turn 2. Some good hard racing. Meanwhile, Waugh underneath his fellow Canadian for 4th, while Gamache throws a slider on Griffin. Lackey tries to get in this battle as well. What a jam session here in turn number 1, racing for 4th.
Kidding, and this is another one. I mean, you just want to tell these guys, remember, top 10 make it 75 laps tomorrow night. Don't put yourself in any danger, but these guys don't care running side by side.
Gamache edging out Griffin at the line and slams the door right in his face. Meanwhile, Hollywood, another slider. there on Richard, looking for 4th there at the start-finish line. I can't tell if he got it there or not that last time by. Now, meanwhile, here comes Nick Cooper, the Sportsman driver, into this battle. He's right into the 9th spot at the moment, chasing down Lackey. Back to Wall once again, another slider there through 1 and 2. And Richard, meanwhile, looks to counter it back here to turn number 3.
Back and forth, but we've seen it's been the outside that's been the preferred line off of 4, and as Waugh tries to cut down, he just hits the slick. Can't put that power down like the 3, but he may have him this time. No, leaves it open.
Slide job city here as we're past the halfway mark. Richard trying once again. Waugh with the counter back once again. It's basically been Groundhog Day for the two every single lap when they're trading the sliders. Waugh a little bit of yaw past the center of 1 and 2. Too much yaw, I should say. Richard countering. Throws another slider here through 3 and 4. Don't look down though. Gamache and Griffin both chasing down the 3 and the 91.
Yeah, and there's a whole bunch of busy bees behind them too. These guys keep mixing it up. They're gonna have a lot of company. Need to make your move here. Make it. Waugh gets in the outside wall, Marty.
But look at this side. Oh, he got turned. Waugh got turned off the 4 of Gamache. Couple of 360s. Yellow lights are on, and we'll have to see who was the cause of the yellow, either Waugh or Gamache. Oh boy. I wonder if Felix is getting flashbacks. I think it was to the World Finals, the season finale, where he got turned, and I believe it was while leading, or got hooked, I should say, with a back marker and eventually let him spin. I can't recall off the top of my head, but show you a replay of what brought out the first caution flag of the night. There you can see it. Got hooked off the 4. Let's rewind that just a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Marty, it was by the whiskers. I'm sure Elliott thought he was going to sneak up in there. Oh, man, barely.
Remember, top 10 spots up for grabs here. You see Bachman gets a piece of it, and I believe the same as well for Lackey, too. Again, if you're liking what you're seeing here tonight, don't forget we'll be back at 8:15 tomorrow night for the championship races. We'll have our last chance race to try and make the $500 to win feature tomorrow night. And then everyone's going to be battling for it all here tomorrow night. 50 laps.
Hey, Marty, they called
DIRTcar YouTube page. Go ahead.
They called that a racing deal, and Waugh lines up right behind him here. This could get fun. Maybe get an early fireworks show here.
So Felix lost a couple of spots. He's down to 8th. Final transfer spot belongs to Scott Rayom, still in the 10th position. First restart coming up here, and there are only 7 laps of racing to go. Jaeger selects the bottom, and we're back to green. Jaeger able to hold serve. Durgan trying to counter things. Steve Ward all the way in the basement line. Here comes Durgan. Ascend deep into 3 and 4. Slide job for the race lead. Do we have a new leader at the line with 9 laps to go, rather? Yes, we do. Durgan edged out Jaeger at the line. The 48 trying to counter it. Contact with Richard. Caution flag waves, though, just before Richard did a 90-degree corner, and it involved Scott Rayom, Damian Ward. Rayom was one of those drivers that was inside the top 10. Oh, and I'll start with Waugh and the 4 once again. Oh, we had one flip as well. I think that may have been Ward. Let's get another angle. Oh, yeah, you saw the 4 Gamache caught the wall. Yeah, Damien went for a wild ride on his noggin. Couple of onboards here. Zach, let me know when we're 1 to green here. We're right on board with a couple of drivers. Watch Hubbard. Just a lot of drivers having nowhere to go. The big one breaks out for the first time this week. This is Tyler Knopf. James Richard. And this was the aftermath of the yellow flag. There's the contact there. Last one. Damian Ward, get ready for a wild ride, folks. A lot of drivers that were inside the top 10 there, Zach, all get torn up, but now we'll be trying to race for a B-main spot tomorrow night.
Yes, they will. And we are 1 to green here, Marty, I believe.
Yes, we are. Pace truck on pit road.
Should mention, though, that Richard, you mentioned there, the contact after.
Yep.
He did lose a couple spots. He's back to 9th now, Marty.
So, final transfer spot at the moment belongs to Matt Barber, Mr. Excitement in 10th. As we lost a couple of cars there off of that yellow flag, back to green. 8 laps of racing to go. Will be the first driver on the bottom. It's Chad Lackey. Looking on Gamache. Waugh sends her deep. Same with Nick Cooper. And Gamache loses 2 spots. How badly damaged is that number 4 car possibly? Could he be trying to hang on to a spot here at the end? Meanwhile, oh, hang on there. Richard got turned off for Higby. Bachman also involved. And the cautions keep bringing cautions. I was going to mention we had a good battle going on between Waugh and Cooper. Well, let's show you what happened to James Richard here in the number 3. Higby just gets in a little bit too deep. Sent him sideways and Bachman clips him at the end. You see, well, I believe that was Kenneth Coe with nowhere to go in that accident too. I want to see if this onboard has Higby before he spun. Yes, it does. A slight clip there to Richard while racing for a top 10 spot, and guess who this helps here? Zach, look at the guy now in 10th, Sam Bachman, now in the final transfer spot in the top 10.
Sam Akonda always finds a way to slither his way into the show, Marty. Always.
For those wondering for a spot in the B main, final spot belongs to Sam Hubbard at the moment, with Damian Ward running in 19th. Take a look at the drivers we've been riding on board with here. That's Willie Cuddy up top, Trevor Giroux on the top right, Damian Ward on the bottom right. Damian probably shaking off that flip still. Still in a transfer spot 4 right now. All right, starting to get into the home stretch here of this one in the witching hour. Caleb Durgan, the race leader. Dylan Yeager second. Dalton DeWert third. Curtis Griffin fourth. Chad Lackey in fifth. Felix Waugh in sixth. Nick Cooper seventh. Elliot Gamache in eighth. Matt Barber in ninth. And Sam Bachman rounds out the top 10. It's going to be a heck of a finish to the end. Don't blink. You may miss something. Durgan gained the lead off that last restart after throwing a slide job on Dylan Yeager. Let's see if Yeager gets a run here, down through into 3 and 4. Dalton DeWert drives into 3 and 4 a little bit deep. Yeager hugging the bottom for right now. Durgan at the line with 5 laps to go. Here comes Yeager. Slide job by the 48. He's got the lead for now. Durgan counters it back.
Those two, they are going at it. They don't care that this thing's almost over and they're in the show here, Marty. 4 laps to go this time by.
Meanwhile, final transfer spot belongs to Elliot Gamache at the moment. Jeff Sharp has moved into the 11th position, so Gamache is now hanging on for dear life. Back for the race up front. Yeager low on Durgan, but Durgan hanging on with 3 laps remaining.
Marty, what a story this would be. You remember that sick race car in the final B main? Tyler Shell 3 wide on the bottom for the final transfer. Here we go.
Oh boy, don't miss out on this. He gets into Sharp, he gets into Gamache. Final spot guaranteed to the feature on the line. 2 laps to go. It belongs to Gamache for right now. Still watching the race up front. Durgan, an Airborne Speedway Sportsman driver, pulling away for the 48. Back up for 10. Shell's got to run inside on Gamache. Takes it away. White flag flies. 1 lap to go. Sharp looks underneath there, 3 wide, but Shell shuts the door. Meanwhile, out in front, it is the driver of the number 17 Dirty Dig Performance and Gears Unlimited ride. Through the final corner, Caleb Durgan, your winner in night number 2. Off the corner, the checkered flag for 10, Tyler Schell gets the final transfer spot into the feature, and Damian Ward will make the last chance showdown tomorrow night. But it's Caleb Durgan taking advantage of that slide job late in the race to beat Dylan Yeager there at the end. That was a lot to look at the end of this feature. So
And I think those two up front, Marty, they had fun mapping each other out for tomorrow. Boy, what a show that is going to be.
They were each the class of the field. Durgan, your winner. Yeager in second. Dewar in third. Curtis Griffin fourth. Chad Lackey fifth. Felix Waugh, despite the spin, recovers to finish in sixth. Nick Cooper in seventh. Yurden in eighth. Matt Barber in ninth. Tyler Schell with a wounded race car in his Consi finishes in 10th at the end. Look at the rest of the field here on your screen. 11 through 20, you see they will make the B main. That will happen tomorrow night, 8:15. And then you look at the final 5 spots. Rakoski, Hubbard, Richard, Higbee, and Knopf. Well, I believe, let's take a look at your post-race coverage, and we've got your top 3 waiting. And so with that, we'll begin with your race winner, Caleb Durgan, and we'll let Zach do the honors here.
Caleb, Shaggy in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
I'll tell you what, man, it looked for a while, you were going to just be content bringing home second after the slider battle. But after that restart there, second to last restart, you got aggressive. You threw the slide job. You took it, and you never looked back, man. How you feeling rolling into tomorrow night?
Yeah, I feel pretty good with it being 75 laps. Have a lot more time to size out the moves. I was like the same pace as the 48. We were just staying on pace with each other, and then the yellow came out, and I got a good restart. He couldn't clear himself up going into one, so that kind of set me up to take the lead.
Now, Caleb, you don't earn that license you got by accident, and I heard some people talking last night that 75 laps, they're not too worried about the tire wear. Now, me being a novice, I would think it's going to be a big deal. What are your thoughts on tomorrow night? Do you have to nurse that sneaker for a little bit, or can you go from the drop of the green?
You're definitely going to have to save the right rear a little bit. You don't have to save it too aggressively, but you're definitely going to have to hunker down for the first handful of laps to save it to make it good on lap 75.
Well, Caleb, you put on a heck of a show, man. Great sliders back and forth. Can't wait to see what you bring to the table tomorrow night rolling off P2. Congrats, brother. Who we want to thank?
Thank you. I just thank everyone at Dirty Dig Performance, Casella, Gears Unlimited, all of my real-life sponsors, and Dean and everyone at DIRTcar and you guys for broadcasting it. It's cool to come out.
Well, hey, man, put on a show tomorrow night. Give him heck, Caleb.
Thank you. I'll try.
Caleb Durgan
bringing home P1. Oh, sorry, Marty, I stepped on you there. You got the man bringing home P2. Who you got?
Yeah, let's bring him on in here. Let's bring in Dylan Yeager, who put on a great battle there with Caleb Durgan throughout the race. Dylan, great performance tonight, though. What more did you need there in those final laps for Caleb?
I'm not really sure. The only chance I had there was that slider that I threw on him, and slider line in 1 and 2 just wasn't really any good. So I tried. The bottom in 3 and 4 was starting to come in, but I had to be able to slide him in 3 and 4, and I never got close enough to do that.
Racing against really good competition like Caleb, what'd you learn going into Thursday? Is without question he's likely going to be one of your top targets if you want a chance at the win on Thursday night.
Probably just got to make myself a little bit more comfortable up on the wall. I've never been one to like run in the top and beating my right rear off the wall, but that's just kind of the state of iRacing right now, and in any car really, in a late model and any fender car, you kind of have to just be able to beat your right rear off the wall. So I'll go ahead and practice that a little bit more before tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll be a little bit better.
Going into the 50-lap feature, and Zach actually just asked Caleb this question. Do you look to maybe save that right rear a little bit more compared to like other races you typically do, like in the iRacing Pro Series or with the sprint car and the late model?
I don't think that particularly saving is going to be too important. I think maybe like the first 10, you stick the car on the bottom and run it nice and straight. But I mean, track position is so important now that it's better just to be in the lead and be the one trying to defend rather than the guy that's saving and hoping that his stuff comes in. And most of the time when you're that guy, it never comes in for you. I've been in that scenario so many times, so I have a taste for what it's like. So to answer your question, no, I don't think tire saving is going to be too important.
Who do you want to give shout-outs to on the run?
Everyone on CFM and Majula C. We had a good amount of people in Discord tonight. It was pretty nice having people to race with in a big block. Got to thank DIRTcar and Andrew Regal and everyone that puts us on. It's a cool deal, I ran the original ones years ago when they were doing the DIRTcar eSports, and I bragged to people all the time that it was the best series that was ever put on. So I'm glad that they brought it back this year, and hopefully we see more in the future.
You're not alone, man. Same here. So we'll let you go. Great job, and best of luck tomorrow night, all right?
Thank you.
Dylan Yeager finishing second here this evening, and rounding out the podium is Dalton DeWert, and Zach's caught up with him.
And I made it through a whole race without calling him DJ. For everyone out there, that's his brother. So you better congratulate me for that, Dalton. Heck of a run. I picked you to win this thing, but at the end of the day, bottom step of the podium, we're in great shape for tomorrow night. How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty good, man. Finished where we started. I came into this race, hoping to get a good qualifying lap. 'Cause that's really important. You want to get as close as being up front as you can, starting out the get-go. So we accomplished that and won the heat. And just kind of throughout the race there, just kept the car in one piece, and I didn't want to do nothing crazy. And Durgan and Yeager are one of the best two on the simulator right now. And so, I didn't really have much of a chance. And if I wanted to have a chance, I would have had to beat the boards off the thing. And by luck, I probably would have spun out. So I just kind of kept it where I was comfortable and just kept on going where I was at.
Now, I've gotten mixed results here, Dalton. Durgan said, you're going to need to save a little bit. Yeager said, not so much, maybe 10 laps or so. Tomorrow night, 75. You're going to nurse this thing a little bit? Do we need to take it easy, or is track position too important?
Well, it's tough. I mean, I've been in plenty of money races, plenty of long lapped money races, and I've done both. I've not saved and I've saved, and it's helped me twice. Not twice, but it's helped me, either way. I thought it was 50, but if it is 75, I might probably dabble on, being how the setup is set up. I'm probably going to save a little bit for the first 20 laps, maybe. Being that there's money on the line, you're definitely bound to have a caution.
It is 50. Maybe I should get that right.
Yeah,
Marty said 50. Yeah, it is 50. So Thanks, Dalton. Thanks for doing my job.
No, dude, you're good. You're good. 50. I mean, I don't really think I'm going to save a whole lot, to be honest with you. Probably just kind of keep the car in one piece, go straight for the first half, quarter to half the race there, and I guess save a little bit what you can. And the track's going to be obviously a little different than it is these past 2 nights because you got an extra 20 laps, so lanes could definitely change. And like I said, with money on the line, people get a little more aggressive. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, I'm looking forward to see how it plays out tomorrow, Dalton. Going to roll off on the outside of row 3, starting with $75 in the pocket there, if you can hold on to that. So good luck. We wish you the best before you get out of here. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I got to thank this whole organization, DIRTcar eSports. This is a fabulous event. Ran it 3 years ago. It was awesome. I got to thank Dean at Super DIRTcar Series for getting his foot in the door, obviously, and kicking this show back up. You two up in the broadcast booth, phenomenal job. All the guys at Full Throttle Motorsports, my brother Dylan DeWert, Do Pro Hauling Services, Do Pro Performance, Gunner at Swan Speed Shop, griphack.com, and everybody for a nice clean race tonight.
Great job, Dalton. Can't wait to talk to you again. Good luck tomorrow night, brother.
All right, brother. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
So Dalton DeWert rounded out the podium, and there you see how the podium looks on your screen. Definitely appreciate all of them for their time. And so with that, I guess that'll wrap things up here for another edition of Prelim Night here for us in advance of the Digital Dash 2.0 Championship. Zach, final thoughts here on the night before we sign off.
I mean, once again, looking at some of those names going to the B main, it was exactly how I said. Marty, that B main tomorrow, that's a feature in any iRacing league you go watch. I don't care what night of the week you do. The B main tomorrow is going to be electric. Just wait for that 50-lap feature, man. I'm honored to call this with you, Marty. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm serious. I'm excited.
You have to be like The Rock there when you do that. And it's going to be exciting tomorrow night, championship night. You don't want to miss out on it. 50 laps, $500 to win, and an $1,800 purse. Want to give shout-outs as well. HigFab Chassis sponsoring tonight's prelim event. Also want to give a big shout as well to Land of Legends Raceway for sponsoring last night's event. So with that, we will bid you adieu. Don't forget to miss out. Don't forget to watch tomorrow. Excuse me, I should say. 8:15 p.m. right here on the DIRTcar Racing YouTube page. Don't miss out. So with that, that'll do it for us. I'm out for everyone here at DIRTcar eSports. My broadcast partner, Zach Chapman, Marty Sakala saying so long. Caleb Durgan, your winner here tonight. Night 2 prelim for the DIRTcar Digital Dash 2.0. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night where we'll give out $500. So long.